Hey guys, this is Red Silvers, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3 Talking Time. Last time we took down Sparkman, and I started another round of voting. And there was a total of 4 votes again. It was another 4-way tie. And what was interesting about the people voted was that they were all the robots that aren't in the corners. Snake Man, Hard Man, Magnet Man, and Top Man. So that was kind of a random coincidence. I know my friend Nari is the one that suggested Hard Man, and Destel suggested Top Man, T.E. Ryan suggested Magnet Man, and then my friend Shadow Warrior Luke suggested Snake Man, rounding out the 4 votes. But again, I used a random generator to choose from those choices, and we ended up with Top Man. So let's go ahead and head into his stage. Top Man is probably the easiest stage in this entire game. As you can see, my buddies from Sparkman stage are back already. And interestingly enough, the Sparkman weapon that we have is not going to be a very big help in this stage. And I was pointing out a very specific place where it's the worst weapon to have. And I just totally lost a chance to get some health, but then made it up, so that was pretty good. Top Man stage looks dramatically different in the Mega Man Wily Wars version, which, if you have not played, is the Sega Genesis version of the first 3 Mega Man games that we in North America kind of got shafted on. Throwing these nut and bolt guys here is certainly not as bad as it was in Sparkman stage, but even so, they kind of try and trick you there. Another enemy we get back from Sparkman stage are the Bulldozer guys, who are actually enemies from the first Mega Man, driving the bulldozers here. And for some reason, I've always thought that they look like Grover piloting them. We also have the Mets, who are conspicuously missing from Sparkman stage. And right here's a case where having the Spark Shot does not help me, because this cat is actually immune to the Spark Shot, and that's the only weapon that this cat is immune to. You'll notice that the cat spit out the 2 balls of yarn there, and they just kind of bounced on the screen. And that's because of its attack pattern, and I'm pointing that out for something that's going to be coming up here. And you could attack the yarn balls and get rid of them, but it wouldn't do you very much good. Because here's cat number 2, and if you watch when his yarn balls go off screen, he will use his other attack to send out fleas. So in that first case, using the balls of yarn on the screen stops you from getting these ticks. Unfortunately, you can't really prevent that in the second fight because there is no wall. And that Met just totally pwned me. And these top spin guys are actually inspired by the robots in Airman stage that send out the puffs of air. Now, this is probably the hardest part of this stage, is this platforming, and as you can see, that's not saying a whole lot. It's a fairly simple challenge. So, we've not really put our Spark Shot to use at all. And we'll have to rectify that at some point, but the stage is just better off with the Buster. Here we're coming up on Top Man, making much better time than we did last time. Now he does have a Okay, I'm not supposed to be taking damage from him. This is pretty sad. Anyway, let's try that again. Now that I'm get my timing back, because Top Man really advertises every one of his attacks. As you can see, he has a immune phase, and that's about the worst of it. That's the attack pattern. And you really just kind of use the slide to avoid the tops. If anything, my problem is that he reacts so far in advance that I just don't have time to react because I jump too soon. You're not used to enemies giving you a million seconds to react. Anyway, for defeating Top Man, we get the Top Spin, which is the manliest weapon in the game, where you get to show off your Adam West gut. It is so powerful it takes down giant robots as well as ninjas. But that was a fairly simple stage. As you can see, I lost 1 life because of the boss, but that's okay. As you can see, for our password dot, we got the A3 dot to join the F4 dot that we got from Sparkman. So we'll go ahead and jot that down. Although, who am I kidding? I'm going to be using the save state, because if I just come back and put in the password, what happens is I'll start again with 2 lives. And that's really not fair. I lost a life to Top Man, as sad as that is. And I'm sure everybody at Talking Time is making fun of me for that right now. But I'm going to just keep that how it is. And in the meantime, that leaves 6 robots. So which one of these 6 will be our next target? Will our awesome weapon that we got pay off in the next stage? Or will we get totally trolled? Only time can tell, as it's up to the viewers to vote in the thread who should come next. Until then, this is Red Silvers. You guys have a good night.